Hey, how you doing? Oh, I like that. Head in. You know, I thought about my intro and I was like, what can I do? What can I do? And I thought, you know what? I'll start how I answer the phone. I'll be like, how's it going? And then I realized that that would be stealing from Carl Barron, who is a comedic genius, but I don't want to steal from him. Today, I am here to talk to you about pajamas. It's a very serious topic. In particular, this style of pajama from a very popular brand that I will cover up the label from. I'm going to rag a little bit on them, but first and foremost, let me tell you, these are bloody awesome. Honestly, revolutionary, this little cuff bit here, but the irritating bit to me, and it's just a minor irritation, is the fact that they cost $90. These are only about 12 months old, and as you can see, it's taken me a long time to notice it, but the prints just don't line up. And for $90, you think they could get that right. As you know, everything in Australia, really expensive. I thought to myself, I don't think fabric's that expensive. I can sew. So I thought to myself, can I make these pajama pants, not exactly the same because I didn't get the same print, but can I make them for less? If all goes well today, the answer is, well, yes, I can. So I have 2 meters of this wonderful Harry Potter fleece, or flannel, which has already been pre-washed, pre-shrunk, pre-dried, and pre-ironed, because I'm on top of it. And I now have an ironing board. And I got 1.5 meters of this ribbing because I'm a Hufflepuff and a sucker for yellow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these bad boys up and I'm going to try and make a brand new pair from that pair. Let's get started. As you can see, I had to rip the seams apart. Now, this took me around 2 hours to complete, and very thankfully I was in good company. I had laid the pieces out, and yeah, they're I don't know how straight that is. So what I did next was I traced around the pattern, then I cut it out, and I used brown paper basically because I'm stingy and I didn't want to buy pattern paper, which is fairly more expensive. Also, don't do this. Don't do what I did here. I made several mistakes, including the chalk thing. Just don't do it. So, in case you can't tell, this is not in any way, shape or form a sew-along. If you would like to know how to clone your own clothes, there is lots of people who have already done that on YouTube, but, you know, I'm not doing that. Good morning. So it is day 2 of the project. I have showered, washed my hair. It is still wet. Apologies for that. And I have spent all morning going around and finishing my edges, because if there is one thing that you should learn is that if you want to make something and wear it, you have to finish your edges before you finish the product. It's weird, but it works. I'm going to be really honest. I actually have no idea what I'm doing right now. And my intention was to get a pattern for pants and then follow that pattern and just kind of alter the bottom. But then I went to Spotlight and this happened. These pajamas have a mock fly, and it's been about 2 years since I have attempted to do anything with a fly. So we're really just gonna kind of see how that goes. I am going to kind of wing it, but yeah, let's give it our best shot. I've got my 2 front pieces here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and sew along this bottom bit here. Then I'll fold this bit over, just pin it to one side of my front, and then sew along here, and that should create a kind of fly that doesn't work, which is what the pajamas already have. So, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm just gonna tell it straight. I, like my fancy pajama brand, have issues with patterns, and I sewed this one upside down. I know, numpty. In my best attempt to save face and be like, here's one I prepared earlier, I made a second pair, because it turns out I had enough material. And this pair is actually the right way up. The only thing that I didn't have enough of was the string, and I actually figured this pair out long before I got to this point. I just decided I'm good enough to make 2 pairs, I'm gonna make 2 pairs. So now my main goal is to figure out how to make the leg warmer bit. I kept one, which I have here. That is still fully intact. I haven't unpicked this one at all. And the main reason for that was because I thought that I would forget how the other one looked, especially when I opened it up and realized that there's like some weird Harry Potter magic going on in here. It's odd. So yeah, I have 2 of these, which are not square. And we're gonna go over to the table and see if we can work out how to make these leg warmers. I have unpicked this area and it is time for plan B. So plan B is I am going to sew this together, and then I'm going to sew these 2 bits on, and they'll be directly away from each other. And then we will attach the side bits. You'll see what I mean. What I've done is I slid this weird sock suspender thing over, and I've kind of lined it up so it's about the same measurements-ish as this one here. And then I will sew, pulling it tight, and this should end up going along this bottom, this fold. Made 2, because I got 2 legs. What this is going to do now is this is going to fold back in over itself, and this here is also going to fold back this way. And then what I'll do is I'll faff around until that's nice and even, and then where this elastic is I will zigzag around the edge there. And then I will fold this all the way up, and then this goes over the top, and then it gets attached to the leg, kind of around this bit here, so it'll go straight over in this zigzag stitch that I've done around here. I did a couple of things differently when I made this pair to when I made the first pair. First of all, I pinned these ones instead of just drawing with the chalk, which wasn't that great. Also only used one piece for the front and just doubled it over. hang on, I wrote a list. Oh yeah. Make sure the pattern is the right way up. My bad. When putting them on, I would make these bits here slightly wider. And I think it's actually just the elastic that I think I may have got around the wrong way. I think I may have put the loose bit at the bottom and the tight bit at the top.